In the intricate dance of human relationships, testing is a common yet often misunderstood dynamic. Whether it's subtle skepticism, probing questions, or outright challenges, tests are frequently employed, consciously or unconsciously, to gauge reliability, authenticity, and emotional resilience. From a Stoic perspective, these moments of testing are neither inherently malicious nor something to fear. Rather, they present an opportunity to demonstrate composure, wisdom, and ethical integrity. Marcus Aurelius reminds us, "You have power over your mind, not outside events." This simple yet profound insight reframes how we perceive and respond to being tested, transforming potential conflict into a chance for personal growth and relational recalibration. Stoicism teaches that external provocations, including attempts to test, manipulate, or provoke, are beyond our control. What we can control is how we interpret and respond to them. Epictetus emphasized, "It's not what happens to you but how you react to it that matters." When someone tests you, they are essentially seeking data about your character, intentions, and limits. A reactive response, whether defensive, aggressive, or overly accommodating, provides exactly the leverage they seek, reinforcing their perception of vulnerability. Conversely, responding with rational detachment, tempered by virtue, undermines the very premise of their test, exposing its futility while elevating your stature. This article explores how Stoic psychology equips you to navigate testing scenarios with grace and strategic precision. By embodying principles such as temperance, self-control, justice, fairness, courage, fortitude, and wisdom, reasoned judgment, you can dismantle manipulative dynamics without resorting to retaliation or capitulation. The result is a recalibration of relational power, where the tester finds themselves questioning their assumptions, and perhaps even their own motivations, while you emerge stronger, wiser, and more authentic. As Seneca observed, "No man becomes braver through ease or indulgence. True strength lies in mastering yourself, especially when faced with adversity." Understanding the nature of testing. Before addressing how to respond to testing, it's crucial to understand why people engage in this behavior and what they hope to achieve. Testing often arises from insecurity, curiosity, or a desire for validation. It serves as a mechanism to assess trustworthiness, boundaries, and compatibility, all critical components of meaningful relationships. Testing as a reflection of insecurity. When someone tests you, they may be projecting their own uncertainties onto you. For example, a woman who questions your commitment might be grappling with her fears of abandonment or inadequacy. Instead of viewing her actions as a direct attack on your character, consider the underlying emotions driving her behavior. Stoicism encourages empathy without enabling, urging practitioners to see others' actions within the broader context of human frailty and imperfection. Recognizing manipulative intent testing can also take on a more deliberate form, serving as a tool for manipulation or control. Whether through guilt-tripping, boundary-pushing, or conditional affection, the goal is often to elicit specific reactions that validate preconceived notions or reinforce dependency. However, Stoicism reframes these tactics as opportunities for self-mastery. By refusing to engage emotionally or react impulsively, you neutralize their intended effect, rendering testing ineffective. Practicing rational detachment. Rational detachment involves observing situations objectively without allowing emotions to hijack reason. This practice enables you to see through manipulative ploys and respond strategically, undermining the foundation of any test. Examining impressions. Critically, every situation begins with an impression, an automatic thought or feeling triggered by external stimuli. For instance, a probing question might initially provoke defensiveness or frustration. However, as Marcus Aurelius advised, examine your impressions. Test them as gold in the fire. Question whether these interpretations are accurate or exaggerated. Are you assigning undue significance to her actions, or are you misinterpreting intent? Delaying reaction. Strategically, Instead of reacting impulsively, pause before responding. Strategic silence creates psychological tension, prompting the other person to reconsider their stance. As Seneca noted, anger begins with folly and ends with repentance. Avoiding hasty reactions ensures that your eventual response reflects reason and purpose, rather than emotionality. Demonstrating unwavering composure. One of the most striking ways to undermine someone's test is maintaining unshakable composure. A stoic demeanor signals confidence, self-mastery, and indifference to external provocations, all qualities that destabilize manipulative strategies and command respect. Avoiding desperation or neediness. Desperation undermines perceived value, signaling dependency and fragility. By refusing to chase, plead, or react emotionally, you communicate abundance, a belief in your inherent worth regardless of external affirmation. Temperance ensures moderation in expressing interest, preventing overtures that could be misinterpreted as neediness. Leveraging nonverbal cues. Body language amplifies the impact of composure. Stand tall with good posture, make steady eye contact, and move deliberately rather than reactively. Studies show that up to 93% of communication effectiveness comes from tone, gestures, and facial expressions. A composed demeanor paired with confident body language instantly conveys self-assurance and earns admiration. Upholding justice and fairness. Justice, one of the cardinal Stoic virtues, calls for treating others fairly, even when they fail, to reciprocate. Responding to testing with fairness and kindness reflects moral fortitude and ensures that your actions remain aligned with virtue. Resisting manipulative tactics. While it may be tempting to retaliate by ignoring her in return or making snide remarks, such tactics violate Stoic ethics. Justice requires acting with integrity, regardless of provocation. Marcus Aurelius observed, "The best revenge is to be unlike him who performed the injury." Rising above pettiness demonstrates superior character and fosters long-term respect, offering grace without compromise. If circumstances allow, extend grace strategically. For example, "I understand you're trying to figure things out. Let me know if there's anything I can clarify." Graceful gestures disarm hostility and highlight your maturity, potentially prompting reflection on her part. Strengthening your inner world, rather than focusing on external validation or altering another person's behavior. Redirect your energy inward. Strengthening your inner world builds resilience, enhances self-esteem, and ensures that no one has the power to disturb your peace. Investing in self-improvement. Dedicate time to pursuits that enrich your life and deepen your sense of purpose. Whether learning new skills, pursuing hobbies, or engaging in physical fitness, investing in yourself boosts confidence and reduces reliance on external affirmation. As Marcus Aurelius advised, "Waste no more time arguing about what a good man should be. Be one." Reflecting on virtue, regularly assess whether your actions align with Stoic virtues, wisdom, courage, justice, and temperance. Ask yourself, am I responding to this situation with reason and compassion? Am I prioritizing ethical conduct over fleeting emotions? Reflection reinforces commitment to virtuous living, anchoring you in timeless principles. Eliciting reflection. Through strategic indifference. Strategic indifference, choosing not to engage emotionally or reactively, creates cognitive dissonance for the other person, challenging their assumptions and prompting introspection. When someone anticipates a specific reaction, e.g., pleading, anger, and receives none, they are forced to reevaluate their perceptions and behaviors. Creating psychological tension. Silence speaks volumes. By withholding attention or effort, you create space for the other person to process their thoughts and emotions. Dark psychology identifies scarcity as a powerful motivator. Limited availability heightens perceived value. Strategic indifference leverages this principle ethically, ensuring that your absence inspires reflection rather than resentment. Maintaining boundaries. Firmly. Boundaries protect your emotional well-being and signal self-respect. Politely communicate your expectations. I value open communication. If this isn't possible, I'll need to reconsider our dynamic. Boundaries ensure that interactions remain respectful and mutually beneficial. Transforming loss into growth. Paradoxically, choosing not to chase transforms loss into growth. It challenges you to examine your perceptions, refine your communication skills, and deepen your understanding of human relationships. Learning from the experience. Every interaction offers lessons, if you're willing to look closely. Consider, what could I have done differently? How can I improve my approach moving forward? Learning transforms setbacks into stepping stones for progress, embodying the Stoic ideal of continuous improvement. Practicing gratitude, shift your focus from what feels lacking to what you already possess. Express gratitude for supportive relationships, personal achievements, and opportunities to grow. Gratitude shifts perspective, highlighting abundance over scarcity. Marcus Aurelius reflected, "He who has learned to be grateful looks upon all men as his benefactors." Inspiring regret. Through authenticity, the alignment between inner values and outward actions is universally attractive. People instinctively admire those who live authentically, refusing to conform to societal pressures or superficial norms. Stoicism champions authenticity as a path to eudaimonia, flourishing, urging practitioners to pursue meaningful lives guided by reason and virtue. Clarifying core values. Identify your core values and let them guide every decision. For instance, if honesty is paramount, communicate transparently regardless of consequences. Living authentically reinforces self-respect and inspires similar behavior in others. Justice demands equitable treatment, fostering environments where respect thrives organically. Sharing vulnerabilities. Thoughtfully, vulnerability, when expressed strategically, humanizes authority figures and fosters deeper connections. Share personal stories or lessons learned from failures, demonstrating humility and relatability. However, avoid oversharing, which risks undermining professionalism. Balance vulnerability with discretion, ensuring authenticity remains intact. Leveraging psychological principles. Dark psychology provides additional insights into human behavior, influence, and persuasion that complement Stoic philosophy. By understanding the subconscious triggers behind testing, you can respond with greater precision and effectiveness. Mirroring behavior. Mirroring, subtly mimicking another person's tone, pace, or body language, creates subconscious rapport. Use this technique ethically to foster connection and diffuse tension during testing scenarios. For example, if she adopts a formal tone, match it briefly before transitioning to a more relaxed demeanor. Framing responses. Positively, framing influences how messages are received. Rather than issuing commands or ultimatums, frame requests collaboratively. Let's work together to address this, instead of, "You need to do X." Positive framing fosters cooperation and minimizes resistance, subtly establishing your authority without alienating others. Embodying ethical leadership. Ethical leadership inspires loyalty and respect, qualities universally admired in both personal and professional contexts. By modeling virtues like accountability, transparency, and compassion, you set standards for others to emulate. Leading by example model. Virtues like fairness, accountability, and compassion consistently, setting standards for others to emulate. Courage involves confronting imperfections honestly, embodying the Stoic ideal of continuous improvement. Celebrating collective achievements, acknowledge team efforts publicly, highlighting individual contributions. Celebrating collective success reinforces bonds and motivates continued collaboration. Justice requires recognizing others' roles in shared victories, fostering unity and mutual respect. Conclusion. The quiet power of Stoic integrity. When she expected you to crumble under pressure, react defensively, or reveal vulnerabilities, but found instead that you chose rational detachment, composure, and ethical integrity, you transformed a potential challenge into a testament of character. By embracing Stoic principles, detachment, justice, courage, and wisdom. You elevated yourself above trivial provocations, commanding respect while preserving your dignity. True power lies not in dominating others but in mastering yourself. As Marcus Aurelius concluded, "He who does not know what the world is, does not know where he is, and he who does not know for what purpose the world exists, does not know who he is, nor what the world is." Understanding your place within the broader tapestry of existence empowers you to lead with purpose and conviction. Through Stoicism, you unlock the ability to inspire admiration, not through manipulation or coercion, but through excellence, earning respect while upholding ethical integrity. In doing so, you exemplify the essence of Stoicism, finding harmony within yourself while contributing positively to the world around you.